So I was going to show you guys how to make basic amigurumi shapes because somebody requested for me to show them how to make one of the mice that I made, but I can't show you guys that tutorial because that was actually Teresa Richardson's pattern, and if you want to learn how to make that exact mouse, you can go find her on YouTube. Her YouTube name is like TJW1963. And so I'm going to show you how to make a different amigurumi mouse, which is my own pattern. So it'll be a lot rounder than the one that you saw in the video. And I'm probably going to use this variegated pink and purple yarn. But I figured out that I don't have any stuffing with me. It's all at my house, not in my dorm room. So I can't go out and buy some right now, but I figured while I'm at it, I'll show you guys how to cut up old clothing to stuff your amigurumi with if you don't have any stuffing. The process for cutting up your clothing is a lot similar to making tarn, but it's a lot less exact because the strips don't have to be perfect, and you also don't have to have really long strips of clothing. So first, I would say cut off the hemming of any clothing. And it doesn't have to be perfect, like I said. You can even use this hemming to stuff it, as long as it doesn't show through the doll. And if you want to, you can cut off the sleeves if you think it'll make it easier for you, but you don't have to. And so go to the bottom of the shirt and fold it so that it's pretty much straight across, and just start cutting strips. You don't have to use the zigzag pattern that is used to make tarn. You just have to cut straight across. I'll show you what to do with the loops of fabric later. So now you have strips of fabric that look something like this. They go in a loop, and all you have to do now is take the strips and cut them into smaller pieces. So you'll probably have like a pile like this. Just unfold them so that they're in loops like this. You can do this any way you want, really, because like I said, it doesn't have to be perfect. It just needs to be some kind of stuffing that you can put in the doll. So take your scissors, and you can either cut them like with the loop folded, or you can just cut as is in the loop. So you can cut it like this in the loop, or you can have them folded up in a line and cut them that way. It'll probably be faster if you cut them in a line. So take them and just cut them into small pieces like that. I also wanted to add that the size of the strips really doesn't matter. I ended up cutting some between 2 inches and ½ inch long. As long as it isn't small enough to poke through the spaces of your stitching, it really doesn't matter how big it is. It could even be longer if you're making a bigger stuffed animal or doll. So now that I've cut all my strips, I have all this stuffing. Oh, you can also use regular cut up bits of yarn, like you know the little ends that you have left over when you're done crocheting, when you cut tails and everything. You can use that to stuff too. I've used that especially for cat toys and stuff where it doesn't really matter if it gets misshapen, but this will help hold its shape better. But I would say that definitely regular poly-fil stuffing is definitely the best, but this is what you have to do when you don't have it.